The evolution of Miss Martian's psychic power and morality. McGann Maors's journey in Young Justice is one of the most compelling arcs in the series. From her introduction as the cheerful, well-meaning Miss Martian to her transformation into a powerful telepath who crosses dangerous ethical boundaries. Her development is marked by struggle, trauma, and self-discovery. Her origin is pretty much her escape from Mars. As a white Martian, McGann grew up facing constant racism and rejection from her own people and family. She found solace in Earth's television, escaping into idealized human culture. Determined to leave Mars behind, she secretly bonded with the biochip before her uncle, Martian Manhunter, could. When Ja'an left for Earth, she took the opportunity to escape her painful past and follow him. When McGann was first introduced to the team in episode 3 of season 1, Welcome to Happy Harbor, she was unfamiliar with Earth's views on telepathy as an invasion of privacy. Aside from Martian Manhunter, there were few mentors who could teach her the ethical limits of her power. This lack of guidance set the stage for her gradual descent into dangerous territory. Early lessons: power without limits. McGann's first true test was against a psychic of equal or greater skill came in episode 9, Bereft, of season 1, when she faced off against Simon, initially overwhelmed. Can't we all just be whelmed? She learned that an open mind is a dangerous thing. With Connor's help, she managed to defeat Simon, breaking his mind in the process. This event foreshadowed the darker turn her abilities would take. In episode 16, Failsafe, McGann unknowingly trapped the team in a telepathic simulation where no matter what happened, the mission would only escalate in danger. When Artemis died in the scenario, she unconsciously made the team forget, erasing their memories one by one as they died. The only way for them to escape was for Martian Manhunter to kill McGann in the scenario, shoving his fist through her torso, forcing her to wake up and release them. This was when Ja'an stated that she possessed the most powerful mind he ever encountered. Talk about being whelmed. In season 2, we see McGann crossing the line. McGann had become a leader, serious, assertive, and fully aware of her immense power. However, her methods became increasingly questionable. At the end of episode 2, Earthlings, she extracted information from a Krolatane's mind, leaving it catatonic. She repeated this in episode 3, Alienated, destroying another Krolatane's mind without hesitation. Her justification? They were the bad guys. Even when confronted by Connor in episode 7 titled Depths, everybody knows what kind of episode that is. And if you don't, no spoilers. Actually, there will be spoilers about how reckless she was, tearing information from her enemy's mind with no concern for their mental well-being. She dismissed his concerns. Worse still, she attempted to make him forget that he confronted her at all, mirroring the very behavior of the villains they fought against. The breaking point? Realizing her mistakes? McGann's recklessness McGann's reckless use of her powers reached its peak when she confronted Aqualad on the Reach's ship, believing that he was responsible, spoilers, for Artemis's death. She lashed out in fury, leaving him in a catatonic state, only to realize too late that Artemis was alive and undercover as Tigress. The weight of this mistake shattered her confidence, making her hesitant to use her powers at all. This hesitation had dire consequences. When she attempted to probe Green Beetle's mind, she held back, failing to recognize that he was under the Reach's control. This mistake ultimately led to Blue Beetle's defection, proving that her fear of overstepping now put her team at risk in a different way. The fine line between hero and villain. McGann's arc in Young Justice, Season 2, explores a fundamental ethical dilemma. What separates a hero from a villain when both believe they are justified? At the start, Miss Martian was a kind, optimistic girl. Whether as a civilian or a hero, there was little distinction between the two. But by Season 2, her experiences hardened her, leading her to believe that the ends justified the means. Like many before her, she crossed a dangerous line, only realizing the weight of her actions once it was too late. Everyone, at some point, faces a moment where they believe they are doing the right thing, only to be told they were wrong. For McGann, the journey of understanding that power must be wielded responsibly is what makes her one of Young Justice's most complex and compelling characters. And this is how Miss Martian became Mind Destroyer McGann.